書き直しなさい。
いや漫画家こそ夢を見なきゃいけないはず。
私だって夢くらいあるわよ。
本当に
素敵な人と結婚してちっちゃな家でもいいから子供は2人で。うるさいわね。愛とはどうなの。
女の子に告白されたい。
はいはい、頑張れ。
Hey guys, it's True and welcome to today's video. Today, we're gonna see some harem/comedy anime you should watch. So let's dive into the video without wasting any more time. Coming in our 10 list we have Dear S. This anime has been dubbed, premiered at July 2004, having 12 episodes, and the genres are sci-fi, harem, comedy, romance, ecchi, and shonen. On a day that seemed ordinary, a spaceship crash landed in Tokyo Bay, filled to the brim with beautiful aliens that would come to be known as Dear S. Since that day, though all of Japan seems to have gone Dear S crazy, one high school boy named Takuya is still not impressed by the phenomenon. But things change for Takuya when he finds a lone Dear S girl on the side of the road, who forces herself into his apartment and his life. Now, he must brave a plethora of complications, misunderstandings, and embarrassments, when all he wants to do is be left alone. Coming on our 9 list we have Good Luck Nimonoya-kun. This anime has only been subbed, premiered at October 2007, having 12 episodes, and the genres are harem, comedy, ecchi, and fantasy. Shungo is an extraordinary high school student. In addition to his studies, he's been trained by his mercenary sister to be a top mercenary. Their newest task involves the Tsukumura siblings. Both of them have the powers of a succubus. But Mayu has a slight problem. She suffers from androphobia, a fear of men. Shungo's new objective is to help Mayu overcome this phobia and protect her from the men her succubus powers naturally draw to her. But this becomes more difficult once he becomes a guinea pig for social experiments involving Mayu, such as sharing the same bed and even bathing together. To make matters worse, they have a growing popularity of Mayu at school, and the student council president's infatuation with Shungo only adds to his workload. Coming in our 8th list you have Hanayuko Meitai. This anime has only been subbed, premiered in April 2001, having 12 episodes, and the genres are comedy, ecchi, harem, and romance. After the death of his mother, young Taro Hanayuko has no choice but to leave his home and live with his grandfather. Along the way, however, Taro is approached by his grandfather's personal maid and told that he has not only left the mansion, but he has also declared Taro the president of the Hanayuko family. As the president of such a prestigious family, our hero now has many challenges to face, from endless paperwork to even fending off the advances of the Chihiro Ryuka, a woman after one thing: his hand in marriage. Coming in our 7th list we have Samurai Girls. This anime has been dubbed, premiered at September 2010, having 24 episodes, and the genres are action, harem, comedy, ecchi, samurai, and school. With its gorgeous landscapes and prosperous people, Great Japan is the envy of all other nations. But a serious threat hovers over the country. Mysterious guardians known as Master Samurai are Great Japan's only defense. At the behest of the student council, young samurai Munikira Yaguyu arrives at Buyeo Academic School, run by the Takagawa Shogunate. Here, children of warriors are given aristocratic education required to run the country. The school is led by the student council president Yoshihiko Takagawa and his sister Sen, who also happens to be Munikira's childhood friend. Upon arriving in the academy, Munikira finds himself in the midst of a terrible fight. During the chaos, the sky fills with a peculiar white light and a mysterious girl named Jubei Yaguyu appears and suddenly kisses Munikira. With his kiss, she awakens an unknown power that protects them. Just who is this girl? And where did she come from? Coming in our 6th list we have When Supernatural Battles Become Commonplace. This anime has been dubbed, premiered in October 2014, having 12 episodes, and the genres are harem, slice of life, comedy, supernatural, romance, and school. During a literature club meeting, the 4 club members, along with their faculty advisor's niece, suddenly find themselves with supernatural powers. now capable of fabricating black flames, Resident Shunibuyo, Jyorei Andoyo, is the most ecstatic about the new abilities. Unfortunately, his own is only for show and unable to accomplish anything of substance. Moreover, he is completely outclassed by those around him. Fellow club member Tomoyo Kanzaki manipulates time. Jurei's childhood friend, Hatoko Kushikawa, wields control of the 5 elements. And club president, Sayumi Takanashi, can repair both inanimate objects and living things. And their advisor's niece, Chifuyo Himeyaki, is able to create objects out of thin air. However, while the mystery of why they receive these powers looms overhead, very little has changed for the Literature Club. The everyday lives of these 5 superpowered students continue on, albeit now tinged with the supernatural. Coming in at 5 list we have Kiss X Sis. This anime has only been subbed, premiered December 2008, having 12 episodes, and the genres are comedy, ecchi, harem, romance, school, and seinen. When Kaita Sumino's father remarried, not only did he get a new mother, but older twin sisters as well. Distinct yet similar, the homely and mature Ako is a former student council president, while the athletic and aloof Riko is a previous disciplinary president. The 3 of them have been together since kindergarten, resulting in a deep bond between the siblings. However, over time, the relationship developed into something more romantic and erotic. Now in his last year of middle school, Kaita has already received a sports recommendation, but is from a different high school than his 2 sisters. Disappointed, both sisters try to change his mind, and he agrees, giving in to their desperate pleas, unaware of the consequences. He now has to attempt to study for his high school exams, while warding off the advances of his lust-driven sisters. Coming in with 4 lists we have Love Hina. This anime has been dubbed, premiered April 2000, having 24 episodes, and the genres are comedy, ecchi, harem, romance, shonen, and slice of life. Kitaro Urashima promised a girl when he was young that they would meet up again at Tokyo University in the future. Sadly, in the national practice exam, Kitaro ranked 27th from the bottom. Knowing his grandmother owned a hotel, Kitaro intended to stay there whilst continuing his studies for Tokyo U, only to find out the hotel had long been transformed into an all-girls dormitory. Though an odd twist of fate, Kitaro eventually became the manager of the dorm, beginning his life of living with 5 other girls. Coming with 3 lists we have Maburoho. This anime has been dubbed, premiered in October 2003, having 24 episodes, and the genres are comedy, drama, ecchi, harem, magic, romance, and school. In the world of Maburoharo, everyone is born with the ability to use magic, and thus labeled magicians. However, the magical ability of each person is not equal. The number of times you can use magic determines the amount of respect you receive. And since one's magical power is determined at birth by traits and genetics, those who have a bloodline stemming from famous magicians are highly sought after. However, his bloodline consists of many great magicians throughout the ages, meaning that while he may not be a great magician, his offspring could be. This leads to him being sought after by 3 different young women. Yuna Miyama, a transfer student who declares herself his wife upon arrival, Rin Kamishiro, a prideful swordsman of a traditional family who wants to kill him so they will be free to pursue her own desires, and Kuriko Kazakabuki, a member of an influential family who bluntly tries to seduce him for his genes. Coming with 2 lists we have The Comic Artist and His Assistants. This anime has only been subbed, premiered in April 2014, having 12 episodes, and the genres are harem, slice of life, comedy, ecchi, and seinen. Yuki Aito is a perverted and a hapless author of ecchi manga. Under pressure from his hot-tempered editor, Miharu Yuki works alongside his assistants, the long-suffering Ashisu and his enthusiastic Rina, to finish his manuscript on time. But, with Miharu berating Yuki for taking porn breaks and his insatiable lust for panties, and the underwear-loving mangaka panicking over every ecchi dilemma he faces, keeping his manga out of the bottom of the weekly rankings will be a difficult task. And finally, coming in with 1 list we have Mayui, Neko Overrun. This anime has only been subbed, premiered in April 2010, having 13 episodes, and the genres are comedy, harem, and romance. Having lived in the same orphanage as children, Takumi Tsuzuki and Fumino Shirazawa grew up together and remained fast friends. Now living and working at a bakery, Takumi does his best to prevent catastrophe, particularly when the clumsy Otome is in the kitchen. He attends school with Fumino, and is still the only person capable of reading through a baffling habit of hiding her emotions by saying exactly the opposite to what she means. However, the arrival on the scene of enigmatic Kakerel, Nozomi, may force Fumino to be more honest with her feelings than she is used to, or perhaps even able to. This, along with a host of crazy friends and associates such as the stuck-up Shisei and the otaku Ieyasu, ensures that there is rarely a dull moment in their lives. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. That's all for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and turn on notifications. And I'll see you next time.